Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's your favorite white bread. Peter is at the starting line once again. Welcome back. It's a fine Sunday. No, Saturday. My time management is all over the place. It's a fine Saturday. And it is Modern Horizons 3 weekend once again, which is really nice. Really nice. If you have a look at our stream records, I was a little bit lazy. Today is the 18th of October. We already hit day 86 of our Magic from Scratch series. But I was a little bit too sick because my whole family is not so well at the moment. And so I had to take the day off yesterday to replenish myself once more. Happens a lot these days. Might have to change my streaming schedule rather soon to not burn out. But yeah, played a little bit of Zero Budget Brawl off stream. Did not brew another new deck, so that will be something that we have to do for today. Otherwise, I think we're rather well set up. We've got still some gems to splurge, so I think 1 or 2 Modern Horizons free drafts will also be on the horizon today. Maybe with some less punts, with a little bit more gem earning, so that we don't feel too bad and can go into the weekend with a rather solid record of trophies. Visited Florida months, I think yesterday. Had a little bit of a look at his deck, and yeesh, this deck was really awesome. His Eldrazi deck was really, really nice. He's also a rather good trophy hunter, so you can't feel too bad to lose against him. But still. Yeah, some etiquette in Magic would be definitely appreciated. If you got some infinite combos and you cannot demonstrate them, just play them out. Don't be stupid checkers and say, oh, how nasty are these players? They let me play Magic and I have to play all of my combos. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Just play the game and have fun. That's my personal recommendation. Otherwise, as you can see, we reset ourselves. We are ready to go once more, and we'll definitely do so. So let's go back into our overlay, have a little bit of fun. As always, I will give you all a little bit of an ambience. Oh. And then I think, as you can see, we don't have to re-roll anything. Having a 500 gold reward in the backhand is normally nice to maximize your gold count. We still have enough gold for our season pass, so we'll definitely have a look. I will not play the metagame challenge though. Well, don't really want to burn too much of our gold and gem amount. Because if you have a look at the reward system in the metagame challenges, they are 1 loss and you're out kind of type events. And I think those events suck, especially in Magic where you play best of 1. If you play best of 3, they still suck a lot. I like the 2 loss structure way more than the 1 loss structure. Because if you have a bad matchup, you just burn your gems and you have to win 3 in a row to even recoup your losses. So that is a big no. But otherwise, I think we're well set. We'll do some pack 1 pick ones before anything else. Want to crack some Modern Horizon packs, maybe open more fetches. We also got a lot more through the Human Powers pack, so that's rather nice. Oh. So let's start today with some pack 1 pick 1. Modern Horizon 3 edition. What will we get? What will we take? Modern Horizon is a rather tough set to draft, but a really, really fun set to play. So what will we get? We've got some good openings in the common slot for the energy deck with Riddlegate Gargoyle. Got some really solid openings for the Eldrazi deck with Depth Defiler. Also, the black deck, black-green Reanimator is quite good. Quest for the Necropolis. Also, a rather solid finisher in Decree of Justice. But what will be our rare? Ooh, Warren Soul Trader. Not one of the bombiest creatures, but still a rather solid value engine, especially good in white-black sacrifice or in red-black sacrifice. So my personal favorites in these formats are definitely the energy deck and the Eldrazi deck. Picking a 2-color card might come back to bite you. So I think I personally might give the Warren Soul Trader a chance over the Decree of Justice, and then my third pick would be the Quest for the Necropolis. Do we agree? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next pack. Oh. Yeah, but the energy deck is also quite nice to race. So depending on your preferences, you could also start with the pick one Death Defiler. I think Soul Trader not the best card. Decree of Justice or Necropolis might be better. Especially Endfall is kinda nice. Darcy is a little bit overdrafted, but still good. Quite tough, quite tough. All of these cards are awesome. If you are on the rare hunter side, Soul Trader is solid. Otherwise, I think the Decree of Justice is way better. This is my rare drafting phase, so yeah. So let's go for another pick one Modern Horizons edition. Modern Horizons 3 at that. What do we get? What will we take? Opened 2 rares. That is really nice. Got some rather awesome Eldrazi's in Break of Creation and Void Panzer. Also, big shoutouts to the Drown Yorker. Having the big Eldrazi's cycle and giving you some spawn tokens is really nice. Also, this is a set with all of the landscapes, which fix you in 3 colors, so multicolor shenanigans is definitely the way to play. But what will we take? We've got the Cozy Legs Command and the Lelia the Blade Reforged. Oi 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 oi. I like me the aggressive decks definitely a little bit more than the Eldrazi decks, but if you go to late game, you win just the game as easily. So I think my first pick will be still the Lelia the Blade Reforged, because I like me red-white aggro a lot. It's one of the only decks to combat the big Eldrazi decks. Otherwise, I will definitely second pick the Break of Creation and then go for the Cozy Legs Command. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next pick. This is a quite tough format to draft around with, I can tell you. Sheesh. At that. Pick one. Go for another. Oh, this set is so tough to draft. Ay. But we'll open another awesome legend. Playing mono red Exile with Lelia is kinda nice. I personally like me the Break of Creation a lot. Cozy Legs Command still rather awesome. Scales also quite well in the Eldrazi deck. The double color is a little bit tough to play in draft. It's still possible if you just early pick all of the landscapes. So let's do it like this. Maybe go for one extra pick one. Could also just write tumble back into our limited zero budget the Brawl. I think I open one extra pack. I love me some Modern Horizons packs. So pick one, Modern Horizons edition. What will we get? What will we take? We've got the Cozy Legs Unsealing, which is awesome for Eldrazi. Got the Cranial Ram, which is awesome Signpost Uncommon for the artifact decks. Also some rather good green cards in Priest of Titania and Colossal Dreadmaw. But what will be our rare? Wooded Foothills. I like me the fetch lands a lot. Like the landscapes a little bit more in this format, because cards like the Eldrazi, like the Void Panzer, need the colorless kicker costs, and the Foothills can only search for colored mana. So I think I'll first pick the Cozy Legs Unsealing over the Void Pouncer, over the Cranial Ram. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I like me opening some fetch lands. Playing a lot of Modern Horizons definitely rewards you, especially if you're a free-to-play player. So I think that's quite nice. So it's rather good that we opened so many fetch lands. Also, first wooded foothills, so that is really nice for a zero budget magic. Earning your packs feels the best. I love it. I love to see it. Caps are ready. Everything is fine. So let's close out this awesomeness. Then I think we'll just go into the brewing session. So welcome back everybody. After a short little one-day break, we're back with another edition of Budget the Brawl, zero budget brawl that. Which means no Wildcard Crafts allowed, no pack buying allowed, only skill, and only our collection so far. As you can see, we still have a lot of packs to crack, so I'm still playing with a little bit of a handicap. But nonetheless, I think we have some solid decks in the collection already, and we'll definitely brew with another awesome new commander. Yesterday we also, 2 days ago, we also had a little bit of a deck doctor for one of my viewers. Except the next day I said I have to improve their Flage list. Or was it Wings Flare? I think one of the two. My memory guess is getting a little bit rusty these days. But yeah, if you want to play some Brawl Metagame Challenge, now is your time. We are definitely in the spot where Wizard says, yeah, show us your best Brawl decks and go to town. I personally will not draft or play the events where you are out with one strike, because I think this is a little bit too punishing, especially if you need 3 wins to recoup your losses. And 4 wins to go infinite. This is an 80% win percentage, and that is way too high. So these events will definitely lose you a lot of golden gems. So I discourage you from playing them. Other than that, I think playing some events is always a really fine way to play some Magic. Especially the drafts are rather good. Otherwise you can also play some constructed events, earn you some gems and gold if you feel really solid. I think cards like the traditional standard events are definitely also rather interesting way to get you some new packs. Other than that, learn drafting. Drafting is really fun. Drafting is really good. But we are here to brew around, so let's go send the Flage deck to the stars and go for another awesome commander. So what will we be brewing around with? We got still some really good choices in Brawl. We also could go back to standard Brawl, play it a little bit more down to earth, if you really feel like it. I personally like me a lot the indestructible commanders like the Zodiac, for example. Also like me especially some go wide commanders. Or some commanders with hexproof that the opponent cannot interact with. I've seen some decks with absolute virtue. Just locking the opponent out of the game seems kind of fun for some people. I personally am more a fan of the more fair decks, which got a lot of interaction. So that is something to behold. So whatever will we play around with today? I think in the... I'm a little bit in the mood of playing some Final Fantasy still. So maybe play some Wizard Tribal with the Kuja. Play a little bit more red-black. Might be a little bit too cute, but I think it's rather good as an aggressive deck. And Kuja Genome Sorcerer also, when he flips, he wins the game pretty fast. Also in Historic Brawl you have a little bit deeper of a wizard pool. he's still one of the best commanders in Standard Brawl, so keep that in mind. Standard Brawl Final Fantasy will be legal for at least another year. So that is really, really crazy. I personally like me Kuja a lot, also an aggressive shell, just making you 1, 2, 3 wizards and then burning the opponent out with your non-creature spells. So that's rather good. And I think we'll start with our archetype. Let's go for the wizards, have a little bit of a looky look. Play some of the more unimpactful cards. We opened the War and Soul Trader in our pack 1 pick once, so I think we go for a little bit of sacrifice, treasure synergies too. Got the 3 feet as a wizard, which is nice. Could also give our wizard some life link with the Circle of Power, which seems rather fun. 4 mana is a lot, but still rather good. Makes you a token, draws you some cards, loses you some life, burns the opponent, also if you have some wizards in play, so that's good. Like me, aggressive cards like the Gito Lava Runner, so I think we'll go with that. Coruscation Mage is really awesome to go white. Hardfire Emulator is really good. Could play some more of the job select cards like the Red Mage's Rapier. I personally don't like Red Mage's Rapier, a little bit too unimpactful. Otherwise, having a lot of bodies on the field is rather good, so I think we go for the Mycelian Elder and the Queen Brane. Could also play some non-creature payoffs like the Esperamu, for example. Kinda like me those cards. We'll definitely also play Black Waltz number 3. Our budget brawl episode with Black Waltz was not too good, but I think in the Kuja shell, which can double its burn ability up to 4 damage, is rather nice. We also got some really good burn assist cards like the Ojax O'Neill, so I think I will put that card in too. Otherwise, I think getting on bird early, having some good removal is rather important. Especially with Kuja making a token end of turn. You could also consider playing some of the sacrifice-based cheap spells like the Eaten Alive or the Embrace Oblivion. I definitely will play our cookie cutter removal spells like Bitter Triumph and the Fetus Cycle. Like me, the Mana Acceleration from the Terminus. Also Tyrant's Journal, I think in this sort of deck rather good because you have a lot of tokens that you can just sacrifice. So that is really nice. Like me, the Abyssal Harvester also in decks with a lot of removal. Could also give your creatures a little bit of a boost with the Dark Knight's Greatsword. I like me non-creature spells that also double as creatures or some burn. So I think I'll try the Dark Knight's Greatsword out. It's also kind of fun if you make some tokens, pump them up, flip the Kuja and just go to town. So that is something nice. Might just include the Eaten Alive if we need some cheap answers. Otherwise I think the destruction effects are not good enough. Like me the exile-based removal a little bit more. Also we've got some removal from Modern Horizons 3 finally, that also can double as some lands. So we'll definitely have to Fel the Profane here. 4 mana to destroy a creature or planeswalker, a little bit expensive, but having the duality of it being a land is so nice, it's so good. I will definitely add some planeswalkers too. Kinda like me the Midgar here. And this is also going to sacrifice our tokens. Kinda like me all of the mana acceleration, so I think cards like the Brazen Collector also improve in value a little bit more. Kuja does not need too many mana creatures, but I personally like me, especially in the 100 card formats, a little bit more versatility there. Could play some land shenanigans with the Zeldinch, maybe some fling action, not too sure about that. We also opened Clive Ifrit's Dominant in one of our packs. So mono red, what's it called? Devotion will also be in our near future. Other than that, I like Migeff's Scorch, Wizard's Burn, and the tokens that enter come into play end of turn with +1/+1 counter, so that's good. Like me also a little bit of deck yoinking with the Laughing Jasper Flynn, so I think we'll go for him too. Other than that, let's go for all of our dual lands, put in the Arcane Signet, get the Cookie Cutter Mana Acceleration out of the way. Not so sure about the Racewind Archway. I think it's still worth it to get some haste enabling into the deck. Hey, Jan Alton! Welcome back, welcome back. Ah, good to see you too, good to see you too. At all of our dual lands. I think fixing your colors is really important. And then see what else we will add. How am I? I'm feeling a little bit sick. My sister unfortunately brought a little aggressive variant of flu home. And yeah, my whole family is infected right now. I'm struggling a little bit with my health, feeling not too bad, but also not too good. But definitely wanted to stream today, so I'm back at it again. How are you doing these days? I've heard that a lot of people are getting sick in autumn. I hope you are quite well. Okay. So what else do we want for our Kuja deck? We want a lot of non-creature spells. So let's have a look at the Planeswalkers. I think we still got some good answers for them too. So we'll definitely go for the Lonely End, Blot Out. Can also play the Hero's Downfall. We'll play the Obnixilis Reignited. Overwhelming Remorse needs a little bit more creatures, but still a rather good removal at that. And maybe go for some burn spells like the Scorching Dragonfire Witch Exile. I also like to see how good Wild Smasher is, so let's put him in too. Ah, Gianalton, you're also sick. Ah, this sucks. I hope you drink a lot. Drinking is the best way to get all of the nasty stuff out of your system. Then we also got some of our card draw spells, so let's have a look at those. Like me the permanent solutions a little bit more than anything else. So I think we go for the Phyrexian Arena. Requiem Monolith is a little bit of a number with the tokens, but still good. Algae Acolyte is nice. Got the Unholy Annex, which is good. Gets us back more Laifu. Other than that, could play cards like the Verve Elemental if we have enough non-creature spells. Grows with the instants and sorceries. Could play cards like the Sign of Chronicler to draw some more. Could also play Anticausal Vestige or the Endstone. Not too sure in red-black though. Want to keep my curve as cheap as possible. So let's have a look at our deal damage spells. Especially the deal damage cards are rather good in Kuja. Could play some cards like the Golbez to close out the game. We'll definitely play the Lewis. Lewis is quite fun. Like me the Burst Lightning. Also Fire Magic can be quite versatile. Oi. Like me the Lightning Bolt, that card is so good. Also can play some cards like the Shock or the Plasma Bolt. Braid is quite nice. Like me also all of the modal cards like the Thunder Magic. Dealing only with creatures is a little bit not so strong. Would like my spells to go to face. Other than that, it's quite nice. Can also play some cheap spells like the Hired Claw, for example. Got also some payoffs with the Firebrand Archer. So that's good. Burn it up. Some cheap removal like the Scorching Shot might also be kinda nice. He's unfortunately only with creatures. Shocking Sharpshooter is also really good with the tokens from Kuja. Can play some combo where just sacrifice all the tokens and never flip Kuja. Then we've got the Bio 2 to ramp us a little bit, go into the air. Got also School the Critics, which is rather nice with the Spectacle. We'll play the Sunspine Links. Might play the Witchstalker's Frenzy, not too sure about that though. Like me the Nova Hellkite. So I think our red looks also quite nice. Gastro Freeseeker is kinda nice for an aggressive deck. Not sure how many mercenaries we have for the Wild Smasher number 2. We got some, but we are more of a Wizards deck than a mercenary deck. I also got the Discrex, which is really good. Don't have too much discard, but I think I will edit nonetheless. So I think our deck looks quite nice here. Then let's have a look at our can't gain life, which might be important. Like me the Giant Cinnamon. And let's have a look at our Start Your Engines card. Got cards like the Bastronaut, which ups our speeds. Got also some recursive cards like the Highway Reaver. So maybe have a look at our cards so far. When you're playing Burn, one of my recommendations is not... You could play some sweepers, you don't really have to though. The sweepers in our card pool for black suck, unfortunately, a little bit too much. Otherwise, I like me some cards like the Kasi Revenant, just giving our burn creatures lifelink and draining the opponent, which is really nice. Could also play a little bit of Warp. Could also play some not so easy to remove creatures like the Scavenger Regent. Like me the Regent a lot, so I think I'll include him. We also got some good cards like the Wrench here. Yeah, get cards from the opponent's deck, especially if they have better decks, is normally a good way to win some games. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend play Kuja in a shell with a little bit of a go white theme, sacrifice theme, and some burn spells. Other than that, the world is your oyster. Can play a lot of stuff. Got a lot of good cards still to include in the deck, but I think I will try it like this. Playing a lot of burn, playing some wizard shenanigans. And if we need to, we can still adapt the deck. So let's play it like this. Don't cut too many cards. Just do it like Bob Ross says. Make a lot of happy little accidents and have some fun. I think the only thing that we need at the end is, as always, our fetch lands. We opened some very good ones in Modern Horizons. So I think we'll add the Wooded Foothills and the Fabled Passage here. Don't need the rares and mythics. But especially in aggressive shares, I don't want to play too many tapped fetch lands. So I think I'll play a lot of basics and just call it a day. Also, we don't have too much landfall synergy, so we don't need it really much. Ooh, Gianna. The weather is not good. Ah, that sucks to hear. But I think especially in autumn winter, the weather will never be good. Just keep the sunshine in your heart and have a lot of fun. I think that's the way to enjoy the life. Oh, I hope my voice does not sound too terrible. Speaking a lot definitely costs me a lot of energy, so I'm not so sure how long the stream will be today. But I will give my best nonetheless. Got some replenishment. And I've got the fire, so I think we are fine to go. So let's see. Budget the Brawl Recordo. Playing a little bit of Kuja Genome Sorcerer today. Then I think we are ready to go. Playing Kuja in Historic Brawl is definitely something I'm not sure about, but I will give it a try. So let's queue it up and have some fun. By the way, everybody, thank you for joining me once again. I know I've been a little bit lazy with my timetable, but there is so much going on right now. Got a lot of business corporations that I have to take care of. And also my family being sick is rather tough on my nerves. Ooh. Game number 1. Playing against Genova Ancient Calamity, so can be a really fast game. Or a really obnoxious game, depending on the opponent's build with Genova. We had some awesome games with Genova in our budget brawl, so I think we're rather happy to see that card again. Got all of our colors, a rather aggressive curve. A little bit of removal. Unfortunately, no hard removal for Genova. But I think we will still keep and see how far we come. Not having an answer, especially with Genova on the play, normally comes back to bite me. So learn from my keeping decisions. Maybe go for the free mulligan. I think this hand would be way better if we were on the play. But I think it's still rather okay.
Genova having a big butt is rather tough, especially on the red base removal. And I think we don't have too much hard removal in black. Was a little bit lazy with that one. Got some good cards, but not too many. Yeah, but that is the spirit of zero budget brawl. Just smack together a deck with whatever you have and see how well it does. Don't fret too much about optimization, overdrafting, overbrewing, just go to town. Now we've got a really good target for our Excel-based Scorching Dragonfire. Get rid of the Tenacious Underdog here. And then just go to town, smack the opponent for 2 and pass. Opponent plays all of the rare lands, so a fetch and shock base really good for us. Okay, now with the tap lands, I think I will search first. I'm stupid. Yeah. Failed Passage only comes into play untapped if you have 4 lands in the play. I would have definitely loved to play the Nova Hellkite here. So that was a little bit of an oopsie. So let's pump up the Hired Claw, search for a second black afterwards. Cry ourselves a little bit to sleep. Yeah, they've got the removal. So I'm really unhappy right now. But still, better try for Hired Claw. Opponent also losing some life is rather interesting to see. Otherwise I would definitely have warped in the Nova Hellkite, just go to town. I think especially Black-Red have some rather solid warp cards, so you could play a little bit of a warp sub-theme. And I think we'll just play the Kuja, make some tokens. Unstoppable Slasher is rather unfun. Okay, there's Murderous Rider. So let's get the Kuja back. Don't have any answers right now. We could double spell into the Slasher. Personally don't like that too much. I think we'll have to do it like this. It's way better if you have a wizard in play. So let's get rid of the Slasher here, burn the opponent for some damage. Pass for now. Also now we have a lot of non-creature spells. Burn some creatures away with the Ramu. Sheldred is such a nasty card. So what will we do? I think we play the Ojaraxanil here. Pass for now. Our opponent having Sheldred is really bad. I hate this card so much. Sheldred the Apocalypse is a way too strong card. But yeah, that is our destiny. Welcome to Historic Brawl. Of course I have the Roboroid as follow-up. We can decide to jump block with the Ojaraxanil, get the South 5th land for the Nova Hellkite. Can double spell with the Ramu, so we can get rid of the Roboroid or the Sheldred. Unfortunately not both. I think both cards are problematic. The Sheldred is a hard counter to our deck, so I think we'll have to go for her. Ojaraxanil also kinda nice with all the ping damage. So what else can we do? Can play the Nova Hellkite, ping them for none because it only targets creatures. Can deal them 4 into the face, attack with 4. They go down to 8 if they don't block. This sucks. Yeah, I think we'll have to go for the land here. Keep our life at Limb Beast. At least a little bit healthy. Yeah, I have to draw first. Okay, feed the Cyclist, nice. So what now? Can play the Shock, can play the Ramu. We've got the hard removal for the Roboroid and the Sheldred. The Sheldred is the bigger problem, I would say. I hate both of their cards. I think we'll just do it like this. Ping them to get rid of the Roboroid as long as we can burn it with Ramu. Also keeps their creatures from growing. Them playing Genova and giving the counter to the shoulder is my worst nightmare. Because then they can just draw 6 cards. But yeah, we'll have to stay on the defense here. This sucks. This sucks really bad. Would have loved to double remove their cards. Let's see how they play it. I think they just smack down their Genova. If they distribute their counters on the Elvish Mystic, I would be rather happy. Yeah, they don't really care. I hate Geralded so much, such a stupid card. Another land for the Elegy Acolyte would be also quite fun. But yeah, let's go Fetal Cycle, Forage, so that we can at least double spell. Okay, I'm stupid. This was a punt. This sucks. This sucks really bad. So what now? I think playing Nova Hellkite is good. Ah, by the way, Genova only triggers on their turn. So I think it's still rather okay. Ramu will go away either way. Could keep him back on defense, doesn't matter too much. Next time we can pray the Nova Hellkite, so it's good. Could have double spelled into the Elegy Acolyte, which would be awesome with the Fetal Cycle, making some tokens go wide. But yeah. We're still in a position where we can win this game, so it's nice, nice, nice. Hiya. Murderous Rider having life lag is also sucky. Okay. So what now? We can play the Kuja, make us some tokens. Could also just go Elegy Acolyte, go wide. Both plays are okay. Kuja and the Acolyte block quite okay-ish into the Murderous Rider here. I think we'll go with the Acolyte here. Depending on the removal, it might be bad for us. They have something in hand, I guess. Also, Command Beacon kinda nice. Giving you your commander back. Ah, and they've got the Rankle too. Rankle is so good. Just attacks, forces us to sacrifice. This sucks. Yeah, if they get the hit in and we jump block. So what now? No matter how we do it, it's bad. I think we don't block. Take the 8 here, or take the 7 here. If they want to force us to sacrifice, which is really good for them to get a lot of cards, they can do so. Otherwise the double block sucks if they have some removal. Yeah, we have to sack a creature, doesn't really matter too much. If they have the removal nonetheless, would have been bad either way. We don't have anything to discard, so that was nice. Sacrifice the token here, make another token end of turn, hopefully, respectfully. If they have the removal spell from the top, they are quite well set up. Ah yeah, but the life gain from the opponent really fudged us up here. The shielded was really bad, the double slasher, double yoinking out removals. We definitely get some life back with the Acolyte, so that's good. Could slow roll the Hellkite if they want to block with the Genova, which I don't think they will do. Could also just play the Kuja here, make some tokens. So we've got some options. Also kinda like drawing some cards. So play it like this. Ping the Genova. Then go to attacks. If you draw to some removal, it would be nice. get rid of the Genova or the Rankler. Would definitely prioritize the Rankler here because I can just replay the Genova. So let's draw another card. Gain some life, lose some life. Ooh, and Bitter Triumph, that's awesome. Just drop the land just because. Could have also discarded the land here, but I think just getting rid of the Rankler is really important. But I think we might just be dead to their creature land if they have one. They've got the... Okay, they don't have a creature. I've got the robot token. If they have removal for the token, I'm dead. Yeah, I should have definitely dropped the land here. Instead of paying the free life, that was a big punt. Always think about the crackback. I'll take that punt. Punt count going up to 1. Bing. Let's see. We'll have to trade for the token, otherwise we're dead. They gain some life and draw some cards, which is really unfortunate. And they've got the Liliana too. Sacrificing 2 of the tokens and getting rid of our board. Oh, this punt cost me so much. Them drawing cards with the Genova on their turn is so good for them. Yeah, and we're just dead on board. Can play the Kuja, but they still have the Liliana. And I will concede on this spot. Don't have any outs here. This sucks. Could have definitely won if I played it a little bit better. But yeah, go 0-0. 0-1. Let's go again. Really close game. If they didn't draw all of their bombs from the top, would have been rather nice. Would have been still good. Playing against Nahab, the Eternal. Mono red go big. Got some removal. Got some payoffs, so I think we'll keep it. Curve is a little bit slow, which I personally don't like. Otherwise I think we're quite well set up. Mono red aggro on the play. You'll have to see it. So what now? Can play the command tower, just ramp it up, which I personally like me a little bit more. If they tap out, they will definitely get rid of their Bombard Courier. Aha, professional face breaker, okay. Make some treasures. So I think we'll have to get rid of the face breaker here. Then we play the Art Aqua, bounce our command tower. Fun with all of the good cards. So many threats to answer, and I'm not playing any sweepers in this deck, which might be a big oopsie on my part. I think I definitely should play some sweepers. I always preach it and I should live by my tenets. But what can we do now here? We'll definitely have to move some of the creatures. Also need some bot presence. So I think playing Kuja is the best defensive play that I can do right now. I hate to see the Legion boss staying on the board. Don't love their Bombard Courier with 4 cards already in exile. Also Kuja's tokens entering tapped is a big downside here. But yeah, We'll give our best. We might be able to flip Kuja next turn. And 6 power is definitely way tougher to remove for mono red. Yeah, but they've got the answer right away. Hell to pay. Smacks us for another solid 6 damage. Yeah. So we are so far behind, don't want them to go even wider. Hate them drawing so many cards. This is so bad, this is really so bad. I have to get rid of the Bombard Courier though, this card is way too strong. And they can still sacrifice it, I'm so stupid. Okay, this is another punt. Punt number 2. Totally overlooked that they did not tap out. Which is clear. So pass for now. And I think we're really dead. Whoops. Let's see how bad it will be. Yeah, I have to at least gain some life, so let's jump block here. Opponent making so much mana with the nip. The Sunspine Links too. Yeah, I don't play any sweepers, we don't have the animation. So I think we'll just wrap it up. Opponent with the perfect curve. Can't do anything against that. Don't have too much life gain in our deck, so I think we'll have to adapt a little bit more. So what I personally think is we need more power, especially in Historic Brawl. We need more power. Let's go back into the deck building, adapt our deck a little bit. We have a lot of powerful cards. I think we might be playing a little bit too cute. May play a little bit more of a control shell than an aggro shell. I think we're still quite screwed. So let's see what cards I do not want in the deck. Missing an Elder Queen Brownie might be too cute. Cutting all of our wizards is not the way. But I think it will have to do. Still like the Coruscation Mage. Like me the ping. Ramu does not need wizards but non-creatures, so that's good. Salt Raider, a little bit too cute. Flawless Faithful still rather okay. Might not need the Cindermore or the Sunspine Links. Especially in Historic Brawl, I like me the Sunspine Links, though. I think Links is okay, Cindermore can go. Making more tokens is definitely okay-ish. Might not need the Thrill Seeker, like me the Gaff with the token, so that's okay. Like me the Cutthroat here. Otherwise, let's have a look at our Destroy All. We only have the 0-point Ballad. Mutinous Massacre I think is also okay, but we are just dead on turn 4 or 5. So I'm not sure if the Massacre will get the action that it deserves. Then we've got the Massacre Worm, which is also really, really good. I think damage-wise, the red burn sweepers, we only have the fire magic, which is way too expensive for dealing 3. Still rather okay for dealing 2. Roughs also are tokens, so that sucks a little bit too much in my humble opinion. Otherwise, I think cards like a Scorching Shot are still worth it, especially against creature decks. We've been pressured out so bad. Like me the Annihilation to exile some creatures. I think the burn spells are a little bit too cute. Also the reanimator cards get a little bit too cute if you don't have enough creatures in deck. And we play still a solid amount of creatures. Do we have the Goblin Bombardment? Don't think. Nope, we've got the Raid Bombardment though. Raid Bombardment is kinda nice if you make a lot of 0x tokens and just attack with them. Raid Bombardment could be kinda fun. I think Black Mage's Rod is a little bit too cutesy. Yeah, I think we just have to cut all of the not so good cards, get some better cards in. Let me all of the early removal, the late removal. I think Corner by Black Mages is still solid. Circle of Power might be a little bit too fringe. Let's have a look at our warp cards. Could play a little bit of warp sub-theme. We've got some rather good additions here. I think Weftstalker Ardent, making some tokens is nice. Burning a little bit more. There's no wizard unfortunately for the Kuja. Otherwise we could play some warp with the Spirit Simulacrum and Anti-Causal Vestige. Got some really good warp cards in black too. Kinda like the Timeline color. Especially the Wildcard Devotee is really good. How do I feel about this deck? Still not sure if it's good enough. Geth is definitely nice. If you can get some attacks in, I think Alesha is also worth it. Especially in decks with a lot of removal, I think Alesha grows in value. Could get the Dark Knight's Greatsword out, but it's also nice. Nice card. Just to pump your creatures up if they need some power. Kinda like me the bio with the house quad heavy. Maybe the Firebrand Archer is a little bit too cutesy. Maybe get the Archer out. Play a little bit of a warp sub theme. Play it like this. We'll definitely also play the Timeline color. I think color is good, especially if you have some sacrificed based remover. Might still not need the Eaten Alive though. Could also just drop some of our burn spells. Go more for the creature spells. I think the Desecrax is still nice. Like me also the reach of the Sharpshooter, so I think I'll keep him in. Maybe drop the Shock or the Plasma Bolt. I think getting rid of the Plasma Bolt is definitely still an option. And we have ad breaks in 5 seconds. So if you want to support the stream, I'll see you in 3. So welcome back everybody. It's all over. I am back. Oh, yeah. Welcome back everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you replenished yourself a lot on this cold autumn day. Whoops. Bing bing. So, I've adapted our Kuja list a little bit more. We'll try to play some more games with it and see how good it does. So that is rather nice. So let's go again. I think all of the fair decks in Historic Brawl are a little bit tough on our zero budget Brawl series. We'll have to play a little bit more standard Brawl. But I also think that our straight up Mirata Neuron Hacker becomes ever so popular. I personally think our zero budget Brawl struggles a little bit against the Historic Brawl meta. There are just so many combo commanders out there these days. So I think the wider the card pool gets for the Brawl format, the worse it will get for fair decks. But nonetheless, we struggle our uphill battle and see how far we come. I think this hand is quite nice. Would love me some hands without the tapped lands. But yeah, I think the zero budget especially tough on our mana sources and our mana base. But still okay. Could always play the Fell the Profane as an untapped source. To curve out Hired Claw into Geth. And then see where we go from there. Not having removal for Mirata might come back to bite me. I think Mirata, especially in the Omen Paths Limited, really bad and really weak. But in Constructed, she's such a good artifact payoff. So let's start with the Hired Claw. Especially against Mono Blue, I think we are in the driver's seat, should be the aggressive player. So I'm not too averse against the fast hands. We play a lot of removal, so we should see some answer for Mirata sometime soon. So let's go to attacks first with the Hired Claw, see what they do. I think they will definitely cheat either a creature into play, or just counter something. I don't think they will block. They block? What the heck? Opponent, I can activate my ability here. Brainstorm is good, but the Mirata will go either way. Now I'm interested to see what they play. Show me your answer. This block only makes sense if you can pump up your Mirata. Okay, Ashnod's Altar for some mana. Okay, bye bye. I'll take it, thanks. Mono blue sacrifice with creatures, interesting. They play all of the big spells. Interesting to see. Yeah, they play all of the broken cards. This should be a seasoned list. Yeah, gets a club back into hands. Zenith Chronicler not too good against monocolor, so I think we'll go with the Geth first. Play the Tapland and pass. Chase a Mind Sculptor. All the broken cards. Oh. I'm not sure how I should feel about this. We'll definitely have to get rid of the Archmage Emeritus. Don't want them to draw too many cards. Not having a hasty answer for the chase sucks. Could also just double spell Geth into Hired Claw. They need to cast instants or sorceries to draw some cards. They can just brainstorm with the chase though. Scorching Shot unfortunately only goes against creatures. If you draw another land from the top, we could also double spell Geth into Sign of Chronicler next turn. We only have 2 reds, so we cannot play any threats. Yeah, I think we still have to play Geth into Hired Claw. Have to put some threats against blue on the table. Otherwise they just outvalue us and counter everything that we want to play later on. Okay, it's mono blue Eldrazi. Interesting. Love to see that. That's an interesting take on Mirata. Did not see that one. Not sure if it's the most competitive shell. Because Mirata can only get artifact spells onto the battlefield. But maybe she's just an acceleration spell here. Okie dokie, what can we do? Mirata is bad, Messenger, Archmage Emeritus is also bad. Kinda want to get rid of the chase though. We only draw tap lands for whatever reason. So that sucks a lot. Scorching Shot also sorcery, so if we want to get some removal going, we have to do it now. Mirata is bad. I think their merit is a little bit worse. Messenger ramping them up with the chase also sucks. I think we'll attack first, see what they do, and then we decide what creature we want to remove. Let's do it like this. They will save their chase either way, so it doesn't matter too much. Don't think that they will sack it. Okay, interesting, they sacrifice their chase. Love to see that one. Trading with the Geth is fine. Okay, and the land is also good. So I think we still have a chance here. Opponent drawing 3. So interesting. Mono blue Eldrazi artifacts. So what now? Meteor Golem destroys any non-land, so playing the Obnixilis is out of question, although them being tapped down is really good for us. Kinda want to get rid of their Archmage Emeritus before they draw even more cards. So I think I hamper their card draw. Mirata is still bad. But we've got some later answers for the Mirata too. So I think we'll just go for the Darknight's Greatsword here. Get some damage in. Guess they will destroy the Hired Claw next turn. So let's pay 3, equip the Hired Claw, hit for 6. See what they do. They could also cheat the 2-drop creature into play. Mirata is a really scary creature. Block Constructor, she's just pushed. She reminds me a lot of Joyra. Okay, a lot of card draw. A lot of artifacts, a lot of Eldrazi's too. Very interesting. What can we do? We could play the Kuja. Definitely want to get rid of the Mirata though. Them knowing about our Obnixilis going for it with the Meteor Golem might be their play. Could also draw more cards with the Tyrant's Channel. I will definitely go for the attack first, see what they do. Could also re-equip the Dark Knight's Greatsword, attack with the hero token and the Hired Claw. So we've got some options, none of them are too good. Definitely don't want to see them cheat even more cards into play, so I think I'll go for the Obnixilis here and just destroy the Mirata. Giving them that extra counter might come back to bite me here. What did they get? Nothing, okay. Yeah, I think I'll just re-equip into the token. They don't have any aggressive creature right now. So might not need to. A little bit tough, a little bit tough. Yeah, and they've got the Aether Flux too. Doesn't synergize too well with the Mirata. Ah, you may cast, okay. Forget what I said. It's really awesome with Mirata. Okay, they bounce the Hired Claw. That's fine. We definitely draw a card first, see what we hit. Ooh, Elegy Acolyte is kinda nice. Could play Elegy Acolyte, sacrifice the token with the Tyrant's Journal. Could also just go to town and attack. Definitely play the Elegy Acolyte first, see what they do. And try to smack in for 4. Guess they'll just trade with the Channeler here. Yeah, indeed they do. We'll get a token end of turn, so that's good. Play the Blackleaf Glyphs. I think we'll drop the Zenith Chronicler. Against an Aether Flux Reservoir, I want some pressure on the board. So let's pass for now, get the token. Going white against mono blue should be good as long as they don't top deck their River's Rebuke or Cyclonic Rift. Or Aetherize or something else. Competition might also be a little bit tougher today because of the Brawl Metagame Challenge. That's something that I definitely should have thought about before building another zero budget Brawl deck. Ay. I think we redraw. If they don't go for Obnixilis, I'm rather happy. Let's top deck some removal from the top, come on. What do they play? What do they have? Noble Hellcat is nice. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could play Hellkite into Harvester. Could also play Kuja, Hired Claw and Harvester 2. Kinda like to go white, so I think we'll just get our game plan online. Draw them another card with the Chronicler. A little bit of a number here. Because Chronicler goes in both directions. But I think it's still worth it to play the Kuja out here. We want some defense to save our Obnixilis. Blue doesn't have too many good answers for Planeswalkers, so that will be our win condition. Otherwise we want them pressured with our creatures on board. As long as they don't sacrifice the whole board for Eldrazi, we should be fine. Could still pump up our cards. Maybe just go to town with the Chronicler. I think this is a good trade with the Golem here. So that's nice. End of turn, make a token, pass for now. And next time we have the Abyssal Harvester open to trade with their cards. Aether Impriven is bad. Makes the 1818. Not good enough. Hey, King Fergie, welcome back, welcome back. Hello. By the way, thank you everybody for joining me. We were playing a little bit zero budget Brawl. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit too poor for the metagame challenge. Would also not recommend you playing it. The pack rewards are rather nice, but yeah, if you don't play the most competitive of decks, getting smacked out of the challenge with just one loss normally wrecks your treasury, so don't even think about it. Otherwise, I think I've seen Crookies yesterday brawling it up a lot, also playing a little bit of Constructed. So if you want to see the big gamer splurge some gems, you definitely can join them too. Otherwise, I will play a little bit of a Brawly challenge. Playing some zero budget Brawl for our YouTube videos right now. And we play against a lot of competitive decks today because the metagame challenge is the whole weekend. So it will be rather easy to lose a lot of games, but also a lot of fun to just smash the rare decks. So that's good. King Fergie, how are you doing? Let me know, let me know. I missed you all so much. Okay, playing against Murder Tactician. Still not sure if we get queued up against the metagame challengers. Might be the case, in my opinion. But if they stay in their queue, I would be also quite happy. You'll love to see it. Muera on the play with the Birds of Paradise on 1. We only with Taplands deck as always. But it should be still okay. I've revamped our Kuja deck into more of a control-y shell. So it should be quite fun. Oha, Cabaretti Rebels, okay. By the way, we opened some Modern Horizons packs and I've got some fetch lands too now. So that's really fun for our budget series. So what now? Suplex does not deal with the Rebels, gets rid of the birds. Muera is a big problem. I have some hard removal in black, but I don't have it right now. And the opponent is obnoxious, so I remute him. Still a little bit sick, unfortunately, so if I'm a little bit rough, don't take it too hard. I'm struggling against myself right now. Yeah. Playing against the Cabaretti Rebels on 2 is an uphill battle. That sucks really, really, really bad. Could have also played the Nova Hellkite to get rid of their Birds of Paradise. Not really a punt, but something to consider. Definitely play the Wooded Foothills or the Razortrap Verge here. So I think we'll just go with our 2-drop. Sharpshooter are kind of fun in a lot of token decks. We play a little bit of token sub-theme. Nothing too fancy, but I think it's still okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, what can we do? We can attack with the Sharpshooter, don't have a creature in play for the Alesha. Playing Alesha is still rather okay. Could also just play the Oger Axonil and burn the opponent for 4 for every creature that we play. I think that's a good strategy to win the game. So let's do it like this. Search for, I guess, another red source. Then play the Oger Axonil and begin the burning. Boink. Fast for now. Love to see that. Yeah, Crook Eyes at it again. Definitely have to watch his WOT afterwards. Want to know how bad it went with the Brawl metagame challenge. But he's got so much money, I think he will just throw as much money as he can against the wall until he gets his wins. Not sure about the metagame packs though. So that's something. So what can we do here? Got a lot of 2-drops and some 3-drops. I would bet on the opponent just sacrificing either the Muera or the Clothis. I think they will go for the Muera because they can replay her. Got a lot of top end. So getting smacked a little bit by Alexandra. Which is still okay. Don't really mind losing these days too much. Also we got some targets for our fetch land. I love to see it. It's so fun. We'll definitely double spell. Question is, do we go 3-drop? 3-drop, 1-drop. Then I think the tapped land should be okay. Could also go for an untapped source for the Nova Hellkite. The opponent just wrecks us with their board. So that is something. They will at least have to replay the Muera though. Yeah, I think we'll go for the tapped land here. Nova Hellkite has haste, so it's okay. Do we need the extra swamp? We have 5 mana right now, 6 next turn. Can double spell Hellkite into a Lesher, so I think we'll keep the swamp. Might still need some answers though. So let's go for the blot out, see what they sacrifice. Could also keep it up for the Titan of Industry. But I don't want to see them getting the value with the Muera. But yeah, we're pretty dead on board, I would say. Okay, instant. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, so they get the value either way. And the big problem is the Great Henge here getting them so much life. They outvalue us so hard. But yeah. Yeah. This is just power level .deck. Wow, look at that. They've got some fancy raccoons in the common and uncommon slot, but otherwise they just play all of them mythics and rares that they can. So much value. I think our turtle deck is a little bit too weak against that. Not sure if Kuja can even compete against all of the green decks. Green in Historic Brawl is so obnoxiously strong, as you can see. They have 1 million mana, have 1 million cards. Gain all of the life, pump all of the creatures. I think red-black one of the weaker color combinations, especially in Historic Brawl. If you play a control shell, if you play an aggressive shell, I think it's still okay. But yeah, that's that. Definitely block something. On this board state, the Damnation would be really good, but they can always rebuild with the Great Henge and with the Cabaretti Rebels. I think especially the Rebels is just such a broken card. Doubles all of your creature spells. So if you want to get some really powerful cards into your deck, definitely consider the Alchemy cards too. I'm not allowed to craft anything, so I will cry silently. And I think I will concede here. Don't want to waste my time on games that are unwinnable. So let's go again. Definitely loved me though the combination with the Ojaraxenil and the Sharpshooter. So let's go again, let's go again. Okay, playing the mirror match against Ayara, Widow of the Realm. Got some removal. No early plays though. We are on the draw too, and they play sacrifice.deck. Against sacrifice deck, I think the removal speed is okay-ish, but not too good. I think I'll go for the mulligan here. I think the aggressive curve is what we need. Want to pressure the deck as much as possible. Force him to maybe make some mistakes. Okay. Opponent with the Barrow Dawns. Interesting. Don't know that card. Ah, it's a Bajuka Bock, okay. These double named cards. I will never get used to them. Yeah, I think we're playing against all of the Brawl metagamers. Otherwise, this matchup is a little bit strange to see. I still play a lot of commons and uncommons in my deck, so... And the power level of my cards individually is not too strong. Would love Wizards to give us a little bit more of an insight into the... What's it called? Into the... into the numbers. How they value all of the cards. Or if they just smack us all together into one giant queue and go to town. Kuja on 3 could be kinda nice. I'd like to see that. One with a lot of graveyard shenanigans. Also like me seeing the Sharpshooter Ojax O'Neill combo once again. So I think we could just go for the Ojax O'Neill and try to outrace the opponent really hard, because Hired Claw pings him whenever it attacks. So 4 into the face and another one. Ooh. Ojax O'Neill is such an awesome addition to this deck. I love it. Think about this. Playing Ojax O'Neill, making some wizard tokens with Kuja, flipping Kuja, and burning the opponent for a solid 8 whenever you play a non-creature spell. This would be the wombo combo. So, as you can see, fair deck against fair deck is still something that you can win. So maybe just drop all of the unfair games. Just have a lot of fun. So, game number 6 against Gloria, Great Armorer. Ooh. White-red artifacts, if I remember correctly. Modify.deck. Okay, this is the modified deck, not the artifact deck. There's also an awesome artifact commander in Omen Puffs. But not this time. We've got the perfect aggressive opener, so I think we will just try to race. I definitely like what I see with the timeline color here. Also got the Scorching Dragonfire for the Gloria. So long as I don't pump her, we should be fine. Ooh, Healer's Hawk, interesting. Healer's Hawk opener. He got some untapped sources with the Felder Profane. Could slow roll. Play the edge wall in. Always can play the Felder Profane untapped, so I think we still go with our aggressive curve, play the Geth here. Need to play the Felder Profane if you want to play Timeline Color on 3. Okay, they've got the Ocelot Bite. So that's a prime target for our removal if I've ever seen one. Let's play the Rockers Theater here first. Wild Smash is good. Need some more removal though. And they play some life gain sub-theme as I can see. Not so sure if the Wild Smash is good enough. It's still quite nice. I think we'll drop the Wild Smasher here. Need no removal for their big cards. Let's go to attack, see what they do. Would be surprised if they blocked. And then just Scorching Dragonfire the Ocelot Bite. And next time we can play Shui Feet into Edgewall in, keep up the Felder Profane for their big stuff. Oh, whenever you attack, put a counter on a card and then exile. Haha. What did they exile? Ooh, Lelia. Lelia is pretty strong. Play the Edgewall in on black. I think we need some black sources this game. We'll attack with the Geth though. We'll play the Shui Feet with a counter. Hey, Moody Grail, thanks for the follow.
Follows the order.
Very nice of you, thank you very much. Hey, Wingslayer, welcome back, welcome back. How do you do? We're getting smacked a lot by fair decks and unfair decks. Metagame challenge goes strong. Let me know how are you feeling. Did I play the event? I've looked up the metagame challenge. I'm personally not in to burn some gems. I know all of my viewers want to see me burn some gems and some gold, but I personally don't like the events where you lose after just one loss. Especially with a 0 budget account. My other account is not too strong. I've got a strong Ajani deck, but I think it's not competitive enough to just go 4-0 and 4-1. So I think the metagame challenge is not worth it to play. But that's my personal opinion. So what now? They can play the Gloria next turn. The Heliod is bad. The Healer's Hawk is bad. We've got the Shui Feet to get us back the Wild Smasher, so that's nice. So I think we'll definitely smack in with the Gaff, see what they do. Keep up the Shui Feet. I guess I just jump block with the Cat. Otherwise we get a big Wild Smasher back. Q Fireball asks if I know where they can get the strong Ajani list. I can copy you my list if you want to see it. I think it's one of the most optimized Ajani flip lists. Crookes played an Ajani list yesterday, which was just Boros aggro go to town, which was really, really bad. Otherwise, I think Wings Flare also have some good lists. Unfortunately, I deleted the what's it called? The Flage list. It also got a Ajani. You could flip the commanders and it would still be good. Okay, opponent jump blocked here. What can we do? We'll definitely get rid of the Gloria though. They have to replay her if they want value. But yeah, I can copy my list into the chat after this game and then give you a little bit of insight if you want to see it. I think especially Tamio, Ajani and some of the Through the Omen Path commanders are definitely the way to go if you want to succeed in the metagame challenge. Also, Light Pause is a very good deck. Totally White Wings fair. Light Pause Auras is really, really strong if it's on the play. I think it gets a lot worse if it's on the draw. But that's the problem with most of the commanders. I think Ajani plays around it a little bit more because if you play an aggro / control shell with Ajani just burning all of the creatures and planeswalkers off the board, it's not too bad if you're on the draw. If you play an aggro list, you normally get smacked around by the control decks. So, they played the One Ring, so they are safe for one extra turn. We have to target an opponent, so all of the targeted spells cannot be activated for this turn. I think I'll just play the Kuja here, make some wizards go white. Them having the Healer's Hawk is really bad, especially with the Heliod on play. But I think still it's better to get rid of the Gloria than the Healer's Hawk. Might be a big oopsie from me. Let's see how bad it will be. Them top decking the One Ring in life gain is really not so nice. Ay ay ay. Let's see. Okay, we've got the Scavenger region, we'll definitely not draft my own board. I will definitely play the corner by Black Mages though. They either have to get rid of the Gloria or the Healer's Hawk. I think they just dropped the Gloria. Try to smack me down with the Healer's Hawk before I can kill them. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of the Healer's Hawk, was a little bit of an oopsie from me. Can play the Timeline color, but then I'm even more dead. I think I just go to town and play the Tyrant's genre. Yeah, the problem is that they play Life Gain. Life Gain is a really tough matchup for us. Oops. Yeah, I play the Tyrant's channel here. Burn them for another solid 2. Could have also slow rolled it to burn them for a solid 4 next turn with the Kuja. Yeah, let's flip for now. Pass turn. Could have also sacrificed the wizard token, draw another card. We need an answer for the Healer's Hawk. So that's unfortunate. Haha, and there's a Johnny. Yeah, we're just dead. Like me the Louis, but it doesn't deal enough damage, and it is unfortunately not a wizard, so it doesn't deal double damage. The Elish is really bad for us. We can still withdraw with the journal though, sacrifice one of our wizards. Yeah, Failed Passage doesn't really do it. Gets us only to 3 to 4. This sucks. Yeah, the Healer's Hawk killed us there. Should have definitely gotten rid of the Healer's Hawk instead of the Gloria. This misplay cost us the game here. I personally don't see us winning this anymore. Could go for the Scavenger, rough their Johnny and their tokens, but also our whole board. So that's a big no-no. Could play the Scavenger Regent though. To at least have a jump blocker. But they don't have any good attacks. I think we can still gain some life with the Louis. Okay, we cannot. Elish, no. Okay, we're just dead. Punt, 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 punt. I take that extra punt for the count. For everyone new to the stream, if I punt 10 times in a row on a day, I have to give you 10 gift subs. So look forward to that. We are ever so close to that. But yeah, for now, let's get the counter out of the way. Do not stress me anymore. And let's have a look. Q Fireball asked me for a good and strong Ajani list. Wings Flare said they got it. Otherwise, I think... What can I do? What can I do? Could lock out, show you my Ajani list for a little bit of a change. Give me 1 sec. It's not the most updated list, but it's still really strong. So welcome to my other account. Okay, everybody. This is my other account, Perilous Pit. I think already 8 years young. So you can see I've been a little bit lazy today so far. Got a lot of extra packs here. So a lot of packs and gems to crack. If you have a look at my deck list, I'm normally playing some pet decks, and one of those is the Johnny list here. So if you want to see a good Johnny list, what I personally would recommend is play a lot of Mana Acceleration like the Chrome Mox, like the Mox Ember, go to town on maybe turn 2, turn 3 with the Johnny on the play. You could also flip him on turn 1 or 2 if you got the Chrome, the Moxen. Otherwise, I'm definitely playing a lot of tokens, a lot of aggressive curve. Like me a lot the cards that are indestructible or hard to answer, like the Tajik Legion's Valor. Play also a little bit of Flage to burn the opponent out. I will give you this list through an MTG Goldfish link so that you can look at it in peace and quiet. Just give me a sec. Copy to the clipboard. Then you can do it like this. Go here to enter the goldfish. Can open an account that is for free. I can sign with my Twitch in because I'm here. There we have all of our budget brawl and constructed lists. Go just to create new deck. Then you've got here Control V, Control C, Control V, copy paste it. Get in the Janina Cattle Pariah. Go to Brawl. Could also just put it into Commander. I'll put it into Brawl because it's my Brawl list. This is the core. Give you a Janina Cattle Pariah. Competitive list. In 2025. Check, check. And then I'll give you the link straight up to my deck. Save it up. So you can see this is without any alchemy cards. So you can push it with alchemy cards even more if you really want to. This is my link. I'll give it to you all in chat. And have a lot of fun with that. It's a very good list. You can still update it. I would definitely recommend putting more red permanents into the deck that can sacrifice your cat tokens for free. Otherwise, it's definitely one of my best decks. Played a lot of Nadu back in the day. This deck has been hampered a lot, so I think it's not the best deck anymore. Because the alchemy version of Nadu just sucks. Otherwise, what I would definitely recommend you all for the competitive meta challenge. If you have a look at Brawl, if you have a look at the commanders. Through the Omen Paths has some very good combo commanders like the Verilex, for example. Or like the... Where is it? Not collected. The Egrix. I think Verilex and Egrix, two of the best commanders in competitive Brawl. If the opponents do not have too many answers for the cards, they just win you the game on the spot. Especially Egrix with Aetherflux Reservoir. Aetherflux Reservoir. Okay, I need to get a commander in before. Egrix plus Aetherflux Reservoir is really strong. Otherwise, you've got the Verilux with some cards that, like Valgavov. Where is it? Chosen by Valgavov, cards like these that deal all of the damage to the Verilux, grow it even more, keep the opponent from killing you with damage. Otherwise, there are a lot of combo commanders which you can play. If the opponent does not play control or plays aggro, you definitely win the games against those decks. Otherwise, what recommendations can I give you? As Wingsflash said before, in white you also have the one of the better Voltron commanders in Lightpaws Emperor's Voice. Really good budget commander and also really solid competitive commander if you go to town with your rares and mythics. It can search you for one of the Duskmourn auras which can remove the opponent's cards, like for example the... what's it called? What's it called? Let's go for the enchantments. You can go for example for the Sheltered by Ghosts, which gives the Lightpaws Ward. Is one of the prime targets, I think, especially in turn 2 and 3. To give it the Voltron Ward pseudo hexproof. And then just go to town, give her some boosts with cards like Michiku's Reign of Truth, or for example... what's it called? The Ethereal Armor. You can also play... a lot of cheap cards like the All That Glitters, which is really nice. Pumps us even more up, so Lightpost can go really, really big to town. Don't think there are any trample auras though. Can also play an enchantment sub-theme with cards like Greater Oromancy, giving all your enchantments Shroud. And all enchantment creatures Shroud. Shroud a little bit of a number with enchantments if you want to play them. but works with Light Pulse because Light Pulse ability equips it right away and does not target her. Shroud keeps you from targeting your stuff, so not too good in enchantments, in aura enchantments. But otherwise I think Light Pulse is a solid option for the challenge. What else would I recommend? You could also just go to town with Mono Red Ragavan. I think Ragavan, one of the better Mono Red commanders. Or Sogo Bell Striker is some popular commander. Also Norrins with Survivalists. Yeah, but stupid Monkey on turn 1 on the play is really obnoxious. Yanking the opponent's cards is really strong. So, yeah, I'm not so sure if the aggressive decks will succeed in the metagame challenge. I personally think that the combo commanders will dominate the board. Otherwise, if you don't want to play red or white, you could also just play... I think I have a Tamio list too. Or did I cut it already? You could also just go mono blue counters or green blue with the Tamio. Oops, where is it? Tamio Inquisitive Student. One, if not the best flip planeswalker from Modern Horizon 3. I personally like me more the aggressive deck, so I definitely prefer Ajani over Tamio. I've also seen some Tamio lists with the Tamio planeswalker from... yeah, Field Researcher from... what's it called? Innistrad. So that one is also pretty strong. I think green-blue X is definitely one of the best color combinations that you can play. Ramps you up, counters a lot of really, really broken cards. So that is definitely something. So, but for now, let's return to my Zero Budget Brawl episode. Still got 1 or 2 games left. Then we can decide what we want to do as a crew. By the way, thank you for joining me on this fine weekend. I think streaming Magic on a weekend is always a little bit tough because there are so many events, and I think you all playing the game is definitely more worth it than just watching me dawdling around with some budget decks. But still, I appreciate very much. So let's have some more fun with Kuja. Still want to win some games too. Okay, playing another game against Yarok the Desecrated. On the draw once again. We've got some answers for the Yarok and for the early game, so I think we'll keep it. Yarok also a really strong commander. Doubling all of your permanents triggered abilities is kinda nice with the surveillance. And with some other lands. Otherwise it just goes to town with a lot of card draw and a lot of token making. This is normally the way to go. Also can double your mana with cards like Lotus Cobra. So we'll definitely have to exile that one. Don't want no turn 3 Yarok on my battlefield. Keep the Blot out for the Yarok next turn, so I think we go Mountain into the Abyssal Harvester here. Blot out also exiles, which is kinda nice. A little bit of a number with the Harvester. But still rather solid to force them sacrifice their big stuff. We'll ramp it up here with the Signet first. And then blot out their Yarok once. Pray that it's good enough. And smack them for free. Hiya. Haha, Primeval Titan on turn 5. Okay, okay. So I guess we're just dead. all of the strong cards out here. Definitely need some answers, so I think we'll go with the Requiem Monolith over the Kuja. And if we can destroy the Titan and get it back with the Harvest, that would be even more awesome. But unfortunately not now. Okay, no more tap lands. Interesting to see them play tap lands in their Yarok deck. Okay, let's take the 6 here. Then being able to search the strip mine is also one of the more obnoxious strategies that you can play in competitive Brawl. So strip mine is one of the reasons why I think that Historic Brawl is in a really bad place right now. So let's try to draw some answers for the Primeval Titan first. Then I think we just drop the Kuja down. I should have played the Temple of Malice first. So that was a little bit of an oopsie. Play the Swamp, play the Kuja. Play the Wildcard Devotee. Would have loved to search for an answer for the stuff. Sublime Epiphany, yikes. They double up the Astral Titan too. Yeah, I get the Kuja. Yeah, I think we're just dead. They ramp so much. Got the strip mine, can't play any big spell, and we're just off the battlefield. Yeah, but them having Sublime Epiphany, even searching for a removal spell would not have done anything. I really can't see to that shenanigan. We don't want to play any more games. So yeah, thank you for that, Wizards. Getting all of the competitive decks out there. And we have the ad break in 3 minutes, so I think I will get that out of the way right now for everyone not knowing it. I'm a Twitch affiliate, so I can decide when to play the ads. And I don't want you to suffer through some pre-roll ads or mid-roll ads, so I normally make some ad breaks every 60 minutes. Which will be right now. So if you want to support the stream, definitely consider just dropping your ad blocker for the next 3 minutes. Our stream is ad-free, so you don't even have to worry about that. Otherwise, get yourself some snacks, get yourself some drinks. I will take a 3-minute ad break, and I will see you all for some awesome games after that. Thank you for your support, and see you in 3. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for coming back. Ads are over. I hope you did not suffer too much. Hope you get yourself a little break from time to time, because that is important, and I want to see you all strong and healthy. I definitely get some energy back with streaming with all of you lovely viewers here, so that is really nice. So how are we looking with our record so far? I think we're rather screwed. I think so far we are 2-5.